Hi, I'm Rachel, here to bring Shabbat from my home to your home on this Friday. In these uncertain times, Shabbat is a constant that we know will come every week. So take this time to relax and rest like Shabbat is meant to, turn off those electronics, and find something else to do to kind of get away from all the outside world issues. I would like to invite my family to come join me for our blessing, so feel free to join in with me now or on your own afterwards. We're going to start with the candles. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Now for the Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. And for Achala. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Okay, so now we're going to talk about this week's Torah portion. It actually now is going to be starting our third book of the Torah, Leviticus, and the portion this week is called Vayikra, which actually means called. It starts off with a description of the 5 different types of sacrifices offered in the temple when God called Moses to the tent of meeting. First, the olah, or burnt offering, was a voluntary sacrifice that had a high degree of sanctity and was regarded as the standard offering. The entire animal, except for its hide, was burned on the altar. The second was the mincha, or meal offering, was a sacrifice made of flour, oil, and salt that was partially burned on the altar and partly given to the priest to eat. Third, the viska sholomim, or sacrifice of well-being, was a voluntary animal offering from one's herd, sometimes brought to fulfill a vow. The fourth was the chatat, or sin offering, was a sacrifice that was offered for the unintentional sins. This offering differs from the others in the special treatment of the blood of the animal. And fifth, the asham, or penalty offering, was a sacrifice of a ram that was required for anyone who had misappropriated property. And actually, if you looked at the writing of this in the Torah, the last letter of the Torah portion in Vayikra would be the letter Aleph. If you were to look at it carefully, you would notice that this letter is actually smaller, the letter Aleph, than all the other 4 letters in the Hebrew writing of the word Vayikra. And looking at different thoughts about this, it seems like it was to represent Moses' humility. So then it made me think about, well, what really is humility? It is the trait of one who accepts challenges despite the recognition of his or her limitations. It can also be the trait of one who knows he or she is capable of doing the task at hand, but does it in a way that isn't boastful or doesn't threaten the feeling or skills of others. While Moses hesitated at times about the tasks he had been given, not sure he was the right man for the job, ultimately he stepped up to the plate. He not only did what God asked him to do, he did what was best for the well-being of the Israelites. In order for them to become a nation, they needed to follow the rules and instructions that would allow them to live in a community with each other and relate to God. Though Moses felt that others might be better capable of handling the responsibilities put on his shoulders, he humbly and confidently did as God instructed, doing what was best for the greater whole. So like Moses, we can help our communities by following the orders of social distancing and keeping everyone safe. Even though this might seem like a small thing, it will help make a huge difference in this pandemic ending as soon as possible. So from our family to yours, we wish you a Shabbat Shalom, and stay well, and take this time for Shabbat to enjoy time relaxing and resting like Shabbat is intended to be. Shabbat Shalom.